Hello, Monarch Nation. This is Monarch Man. On this holiday, Christmas, whatever you want to call it, break. Sorry for those of you that are going back to work already. But anyway, I got this for Christmas. It's got a Profi board in it, and if you know it, if you know, you know. If you don't, then just disregard this. Though, I wanted one forever. It normally has a huge, the lightsaber parts that comes out the end. You put it in here, click it on. If anyone wants me to do a video on this or just have me show them what it does, let me know in the comment section. But that's not why we're here. We're here for a conspiracy theory thing that I have made up in my head over these years. So I'm a religious person, and if you don't like religion and you're atheist or whatever you believe in, then skip on to the next video. Don't unsubscribe. Don't be like, oh, this guy's religious, and bounce. But if you're not, but still want to hear, great. So anyway, further ado, here we go. So I'm gonna take these glasses off because the shimmer off the glasses is absurd. Okay, so here we go. So Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden. Eve fell, ate the fruit. She fell. Now, my take on it is we don't know how long Adam and Eve were actually in the garden, and so dinosaurs were running around. Okay, and how did dinosaurs die? Well, here's the thing: is when Eve fell, that men might be. Adam fell too. They got kicked out of the garden, and as they fell out of the garden, they wandered the earth with dinosaurs for a little while. Now, what happened is people were getting more populated on the earth, and the earth was changing because we started getting thistles and thorns and dangerous things on earth in the process of the world changing because they got kicked out of the garden. Now, here's the thing. So earlier today, I watched a video of a guy that was talking about how we have had, this is where it gets good, time travelers, not from the future, but from the past. Now, hear me out here. So, God works in mysterious ways. So, here's my take on this. Adam and Eve were bouncing around on the earth, and then humans started populating. It's a giant incest thing. If you think about it, it's very disturbing, but that's why they say we're one giant family. Okay, so here we go. So that all went down. The earth is changing. Populations are growing. Cities are getting made. Oh, here's my, excuse me. Here's my take. The continent split apart, kills all the dinosaurs. But in that process, Egypt was made. And, Egypt was created. All these technologies were growing. Everything grew to an extraordinarily high level of technology. Now, we don't know how long from Adam and Eve until the world split, until the continent split, how many years that was. That could have been tens of hundreds of thousands of years. And if that's the case, the technology could have been out of control. It could have been absolutely nuttier than a fruitcake. Like, you talk about Atlantis. Atlantis, 100% I believe is a true place. But what happened hold on. Okay, so Atlantis was 100% a real place. I just said that. 100% a real place, and I fully believe that it existed. So I think, like I said, God works in mysterious ways, and the reason why I believe in that is because Christ let people get so advanced in technology that he's like, okay, here's the deal. Okay, so the world has got to split. The continents have to split. So they're finding Egyptian stuff in America and all over the world. Now, my take is before the continent split, people could just walk freely across landmass. So they would go across the land. So that's why we have Egyptian stuff everywhere. But the reason why they talk about the pyramids of Giza, I know I'm probably saying that wrong, or Cairo, or whatever you want to call it, that's where the main stuff happened. But my take on it is that they had technology And my theory is that the Egyptians used dinosaurs because we don't know how long it took, like I said earlier, for the continents to split. And when they split, well, in all true honesty, these continents could have been together before the flood, Noah's flood. So the earth could have flooded and could have wiped out Atlantis. I fully believe this is how it went down. It flooded, the continents broke, the dinosaurs all died. That's my take on it. And we use the dinosaurs because, come on, they're tanks. They can pull anything, and that's how they were moving the rocks and stuff and the big heavy things to Egypt. But on another note is that you could go on the side of that there was an ancient river that was massive that went down next to the pyramids, and they just somehow got the rocks from a quarry somewhere thousands of miles away on barges and put them down the river, and that's how we got them down there. But I don't believe that one, because the kind of barges they would have to handle these boats would be astronomical, would be unbelievably insane. So my take on it is that, recap, Adam and Eve fell. We don't know how long they were out of the garden. Population grew. As population grew, cities grew. Atlantis came to be. Technology went insane, and that's why we have time travelers from the past, not the future. It's because technology went insane. And like the pyramids were power things that were huge power plants. I fully believe that. Like, I think that's the coolest conspiracy theory ever, knowing that like all this we don't know. Where I'm getting at it is we don't know the span of time between Adam and Eve going out and until the land mass broke, or until the earth flooded as well. We don't know that span of time. If we knew that span of time, I fully believe it could have been hundreds of thousands of years. And if that's the case, look how much technology there could have been developed by then. Because look at from Christ till now, it's only been like it's been 2024 years, 25 years. And yeah, look at the technology we have now. But look how much of a span of time we could have had if there were thousands and hundreds of thousands of years between the time that Eve and Adam left the garden until now. Can you just think of that? We could have had time traveling. We could have had teleportation. We could have had everything. But then God was like, it's too powerful. They're becoming too godlike. I need to end this right now, because this would be horrible for humanity in the future. That's my take on it. Atlantis existed. I fully believe that. All these ancient cities you hear about in the Bible and in my religion, the Book of Mormon, you hear of, I fully believe it. Like, I think when something got too powerful for its own good, or if you were a religious person, too righteous for their own good, God went, you're gone. You're done. We got to get rid of you. And I think technology was too powerful in that time period that could have spanned for hundreds of thousands of years, even millions of years for all we know. And voila. That's what happened. His technology went rapid, and God went, nope, enough's enough. And that could have been either the changing with Adam and Eve, or the flooding of the earth. Could have wiped out Atlantis. And I think that was the centerpiece of technology, was Atlantis. And I think that harnessed the most power out of anything in history. Anyway, guys, this is Monarch Man. Yeah, I'm going to start doing this thing, I think, once in a while, where it's late night Monarch Man. Or after dark Monarch Man, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, guys, this is Monarch Man. Stay fresh, stay saucy, and this has got to go. Anyway, peace.